the sanctuary in the front of the sanctuary on the 20th of March at about 1:30 before Brett's concert. We got the altar table decorated the way it's going to be, and the mic that he'll stand at when he explains his music, and he'll be sitting right behind the altar table at the organ console. Brett warming up just before his concert. On Sunday afternoon.
Okay, people who are professional organists and others who are members of this congregation, and I think there'll be the kinds of music here that can speak to all of us. It's a varied program. It will show the instrument very well as Brett's technical ability. I'd like to tell you a few things about the artist. Brett has studied for his undergraduate degree in organ at Florida State University. He did his graduate work at the University of Alabama, where he was also a graduate assistant in the music department. He's been a service and recital organist for many years and has been playing the organ for 20 years. He has played concerts in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. He was once the business manager of the Quincy Music Theater in Quincy, Florida, where he was musical director of such shows as Oklahoma, Hello Dolly, The Fantastics, Music Man, and many others that you would know and recognize. He was program announcer for the radio stations WFSU, which is the FM station in Tallahassee, and WAL, FM station in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. His church posts have included organist choirmaster positions in Methodist, Presbyterian, Episcopal churches, and Jewish temples. He is a member of the American Guild of Organists. I'd like also to tell you before we bring him out that there are baskets for donations at each of the doors, and this donation will be for Brett. It is customary in the church that you give a love offering to the visiting organist. I am pleased, I'm thrilled to present to you now a program of outstanding organ literature by the artist Brett Geiger.
that he took 10 of them and transcribed them for organ. So even though this is music that will all be coming up, J.S. Bach transcribed it and brought it to us. There are 5 movements, and for those of you who are avid movement counters and are always afraid that you're in the wrong place in the program, let me warn you that the second movement, which is called Grave on the program, is about 20 seconds long. It has 15 notes and 3 measures. That's it. So I hope you enjoy this work by all. suicide, and as you may know, he died of pauper and was buried in a beggar's grave. But one of the ways that he made money was to write these little pieces for princes and kings and all the chauvinistic male figures that you can think of during that time. This is a piece that he wrote for a mechanical flute clock. If you can close your eyes and picture that you're sitting comfortably in the middle of your Bavarian castle. It's about noon time, and you can tell because your stomach's growling, and the mechanical flute clock is about to strike up its little chords. It's something Mozart would have written and then paid for just to make enough money to make ends meet for the next week. that couldn't otherwise were covered. We're going to show off different solo and different other kinds of stops on the organ throughout this piece. You can look on the back page if you want on the top, and you'll see a stop list for the organ. I just wanted you to know a different sound of the organ sounded. You'll know what you're talking about next time you hold a high conversation about the organ. First, you'll hear the hymn, and that will be on all the principles of the organ. For instance, under the grade, you'll see an 8-foot principle and a 4-foot octave, probably. And we'll use all the principles to sound out the hymn like you might usually hear it in a church. We'll then move to the first variation, and you'll hear a flute-like and a cello-like accompaniment with the beautiful cornet that's on the grade, singing out this plaintive melody. And then we move to a show-off piece for the pedal. You'll hear the beautiful Gemshorn Celeste on the chords and on the hymn, but the pedal decides to take a 6/8 beat to it, kind of do a quick step. And then we'll hear the 8-foot trumpet, which you've already heard once, and the Vivaldi singing out the melody. And then full swell, all stops and swell, as an accompaniment to the pedal taking the melody. And then the last toccata is a manual toccata with the melody and the fast-moving parts in the manuals, and the pedal getting exclamation as we go to the end of the piece.